All right, it's Wednesday night, the 26th of March, 2025, and welcome to the second of 4 test episodes of the Mini Hero podcast, a 15-minute audio synthwave podcast where me, Heartbeathero, and my partner in crime, Nicolas Rixon, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, will hopefully be back next week. On this show, we talk about the latest news in synthwave and play 2 tracks of our choice. We stream our banter and then release it on the full show on SoundCloud.com/Heartbeathero and on YouTube at Heartbeathero. For now, this is the second of 4 test episodes, and we will produce our first official episode, which when we do that, it'll be available on Spotify. Now, do you have a release coming? Let us know, and we'll shout it out. Just send us a DM. So let's start with the news of this week. So for the news of this week, at Echoplex Live in Los Angeles, Time Cop, 1983, Josh Daly, The Midnight, all performed last weekend, and it was amazing. I'm reading a comment offline, or that was online. It said, honestly, it was an ultimate synthwave experience. Time Cop 1983, Tim from the Midnight, Josh Daly, Ollie, Wride, The Bad Dreamers, and Droid Bishop all in one night in Los Angeles. Now that sounds like an amazing party to be at. Up next, I have Karen Zoe Lee, who was a guest on the Synthwave Hangout last Tuesday on Retro Synth YouTube channel with Warren and Memory Design. We found out that she was a fan of the 90s boy band Hanson when she was growing up. Her journey into synthwave started on Pinterest. Seeing album art got her interested in the synthwave, and Gunship was one of the first bands that got her introduced into the scene. Here is a list of some of the tracks she picked for the show. She picked Andrew Lacinte with The Rise of Cigaris, Android Automatic with Lost in the Desert Sky, and Meteor, Lion, and the Sun. There were amazing picks. It was a really cool show. Make sure to check that out on YouTube. Up next, I have Neotropolis. They were also talking in the chat about that. Neotropolis is a 5-day, fully immersive cyberpunk and science fiction desert festival. All attendees must wear themed appropriate costumes and be 18 at the time of the event. The event will take place on April 23rd to the 24th in 2025. Now we go to the releases. Last Friday, the 21st of March, was a release of Nicolas Rixon, which was Belladonna. Then we had the GammaFlow and Sleepless-Nights with Wanted. Then we had Mark Matthews with 4-Minute Warning. All excellent tracks. Make sure and check that out. Let me just read real quick in the chat. We got Harold's Covenant saying that Time Cop and Droid Bishop show was out of this universe. That was referring to that awesome performance in Los Angeles. Now we're going to the tracks that are coming March 28th. That's this Friday. We got Temporal Waves and Pashang with Phoenix Rising. We have Neon Highway with Starlust. Isle 9 is coming out with Infinite Ocean, and Light Source is coming out with Let It Out. Make sure and check those tracks out. I'm sure they're going to be amazing. We have the new release, which is Maya Kamara with Boyfriend. Nicholas actually wrote that, and excuse me for the background sound. Then we have my 2 picks of the week, which I'm going to play after this show. So first up is Maya Kamara with Boyfriend, and I'm actually going to post that in the chat right now. So there you go. If you want to check that out on Bandcamp. I actually don't know if you can post links in my chat, but I'm assuming you can. And the second track I want to play is Pashang with Clarity featuring Shred Kruger, a very awesome track. I heard it last night while I was sleeping. I had Spotify on the background, and it just like I woke up and heard that track, and it was like magical. So I want to take another opportunity to promote Nicholas' music here. Make sure to check out Belladonna, which released last Friday, and then Boyfriend, which he produced and wrote by Maya Kamara. Also, make sure and check out the latest version of my show, Heartbeathero Radio, my monthly live synthwave podcast featuring guests, interviews, and trivia on your favorite podcast app. Now, this next show will be on the next Thursday night of the 3rd of April at the same time, 8 p.m. Paris time. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week on our 15-minute synthwave podcast called the Mini Hero Podcast. Now, enjoy the music.
When the birds start to sing at midnight,